All right, it is the first day of fall. Can you believe it? It is fall. I'm so excited. I have fragrances I love to wear, but I particularly like this season. So if you like this season like I do, I have a treat for you. I have layering combos that you can wear in the fall. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Claudia Nyree, and on here we talk about various fragrances that are in my collection. We talk about fragrances you can wear for the season, and I'm excited to talk about my fragrances for the fall. This is my favorite season. And we also talk about recommendations. You can recommend something. If I have it in my collection, then I try to make sure that I put a video out for you. For all of my returning subscribers, thank you and welcome back. I hope you subscribe and you turn on your notifications so you could have caught this video as it aired. And if you are new here, you've never heard of me, I happen to pop up on your YouTube channel, you've been watching me, and you like what you see, then subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. I initially started off on Instagram, so there I have close to 600 videos, lives, various things like that. So I would say start off there. It is fun over here. We talk about fragrances. I particularly love to talk about layering. Layering fragrances is something I've been doing for years, and I just decided to do a YouTube channel to talk about it with you. So subscribe and join the family. But let's get into fall layering combos. I'm so excited. I hope you are too. Stay tuned. All right, so let's jump into it. The very first one I have is Twilight Woods. Now this is old packaging, but I got it at the SOS and that's the packaging they had. But I love Twilight Woods so much that it wouldn't matter to me what package it came in, because I absolutely love it. This is a oldie but goodie. It is one that people are absolutely in love with. They should never, to me, they should never take it off of out of their list of fragrances or sprays that they have. Twilight Woods is great. The notes in it is lavish berry, sparkling, mandarin, soft mimosa, apricot nectar, and cypress woods. This fragrance is so great by itself. I love it by itself. But just to give it, it has a bit of soapiness to it, right? It's like a clean, woody fragrance, but it's like a soapy woody fragrance, right? What would I layer with Twilight Woods? Let me tell you. Forgive me if I mess up words, but gentle fluidity, gold. And hopefully I did not murder that horribly, but this is it. And you should probably see the bottle up close. It is by MAISON Francis KURKDJIAN, Paris. This one is vanilla. It's amber, musk, woody notes, juniper berry, nutmeg, and calendar, right? Mixing these two together, the berry in here enhances the berry in here. It takes it from that soapy cleanness to pure gorgeousness. The vanilla and the amber, they work hand in hand with each other, and it pulls that apricot nectar to the front line. These two together are amazing. If you have this one, spray your body with this one here as an undernote or a layering note. You will not be disappointed. Okay, and here's another oldie but goodie, would forever be in the collection. They do it in different bottles, but they will always have this one. What am I talking about? Sweater weather. Oh, God, this one is good. This is amazing in a candle. That's what I think I initially found it was in the candle. And then when they decided to make it into body care, I had to get it. I just had to get it. And the notes in this one is going to be sun crisp apple, autumn leaves, orchid woods. So what you get mostly is the autumn leaves. That's what makes it so fall, so beautiful. But then the apple is in there, right? So I would layer this with an apple scent. So remember, sweater weather. And the apple scent I'm gonna layer with has to have a bit of a kick, right? Some kind of va-va-voom to it. Well, to me, that is Starry Nights. Starry Nights is a gorgeous, fruity, warm fragrance. It's apple, it's bergamot, it's lemon in the opening. Then you get rose and patchouli, you get jasmine, white musk. There's a powderiness to it, and then it's amber. But when you layer these two together, so say you're putting these two here, this is Starry Nights and Sweater Weather, then it takes the autumn leaves, like that, what it is that's for fall, what makes it fall, and steps it up a notch. So what you're going to get is the patchouli, the jasmine, and that white musk, which sticks to your skin and makes it so sexy. Then you add that in with them autumn leaves and that apple note. Then the apple that's in the opening in this one and the apple that's in here stays around a lot longer. When you first spray the Starry Nights, you're going to get the apple note, but then it dissipates. But if you add it with Sweater Weather, then the apple note stays around for longer. And that, to me, is pure D magic. So I will put Sweater Weather with Starry Nights. You will not be disappointed. Now let's get into one that I think it came out when the coconut scent came out. I want to say this one came out around the time that it was summer, right? So it was kind of fruity-like, because it does have apple in the name. But to me, I find that this one does beautiful in the fall, because the fall is not, it's that crisp weather. It's not cold, but it's not hot either, right? So the one I'm talking about is Coconut Candy Apple. Coconut Candy Apple notes are candied red apple, shredded coconut, and vanilla spice. It's the spice. That vanilla spice to me reminds me of like the spice that you would put in a pie, like an apple pie or something like that, right? Like a cinnamony type spice. So if you have some cinnamon scents, I think it would go good with this one too. But the one that I think works best, the one that I reach for when I'm wearing Coconut Candy Apple, is going to be RAMZ Gold. RAMZ Gold. RAMZ Gold is so sexy, right? So it gives it, the Coconut Candy Apple kind of gives it a bit of sweetness that I wanted to hang around. Now this one does open up with apple, bergamot, and pineapple, right? So then you get that fruitiness that's in the coconut, in that Coconut Candy Apple. And so if you want that fruitiness to kind of hang around a little longer when you're wearing this fragrance, then I would say, of course, layer with the one that I'm telling you. But you get the apple, you get the bergamot, and you get the pineapple. But see, that apple, bergamot, and pineapple can lean a little masculine on people's skin, I've heard. And then the jasmine, the sandalwood, the gaiac wood, and the patchouli can be a little too thick to be worn in the summer. So that's why it's great in the fall. The amber, the musk, the agar wood, vanilla, and ylang ylang. So it's almost like this is a sweet yet floral, like a fruity floral fragrance. That's where if you add in Coconut Candy Apple, it makes it kind of sweet and fruity and delicious. So if you had a problem, or say you had a concern with RAMZ Gold fragrances, and you found that it leaned a little masculine for you, layer it with this one here, and problem is solved. Gorgeous together. Okay, the last one I have that's a reach for me when it comes down to the fall, and I would have these in constant rotation. This one, I was hesitant. I would admit, I was hesitant to mention this one because I don't like to tell y'all about fragrances that you can no longer find. But this was such a dynamic layering combo that if I didn't mention it, I felt like I would be doing you a disjustice. Which one am I talking about? It is Gingham Heart of Gold. Gingham Heart of Gold came out, I want to say fall of last year. It's so good. I don't know why they won't bring it back. But if they ever bring it back, get it. Gingham Heart of Gold. I want to make sure you can see it, right? This one here was so great. To be truthfully honest with you, transparent, I didn't like the gingham, the one that was in a blue bottle that much. Like it just didn't sit well on my skin. But this one here is Crisp Golden Apple. It is creamy vanilla bean in warm sandalwood. To me, they knocked it out the park with this one here. This one was just, it was so sexy, so almost boozy-like, right? And I know there's no boozy note in it, but it pulled up kind of boozy on my skin, right? And I loved it. And again, I know that it might not be in the store, and if you have it in your store, pick it up. But hopefully they'll bring it back. And if they bring it back, it'll probably be in a different package or whatever. But if you ever see Gingham Heart of Gold, then get it. But what I love to compare or layer that one with is a die-hard love for me. It is one of the ones from the MANCERA line that I would forever have in my collection. And what am I talking about? I am talking about Roses Vanille. Roses Vanille is so freaking sexy. It is so sexy. It's so candy-like. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And what I liked about it is even though it's rose, right, and it's vanilla, so you get that vanilla, you get that sweetness to it, it's not doing too much. I rarely find too many people that say they don't like Roses Vanille from MANCERA. There are a couple of them that I do hear that they're not super fond of, that's by MANCERA, but Roses Vanille, I truly believe it's not one of them. The notes in Roses Vanille it's just sweet. It's oddly enough, it has a lemon opening, right? So when I read the notes to Roses Vanille, I was like, okay, that can't be it because it's so vanilla sweet, right? But it has a lemon opening, it has a watery note. I'm not getting that. What I'm getting is strictly the rose, the sugar, the 2 doses of sugar, the vanilla, the white musk, and that cedar, that woodiness cedar. And that's where pairing it with Gingham Heart of Gold is a perfect match. It is an absolute perfect match because it has that creamy vanilla bean, which it lays into the sugary vanilla sweetness that's in Roses Vanille. And then it has that warm sandalwood, which kind of plays with the white musk that's in this fragrance right here. And they play great together. It's like a perfect melody, a perfect song. They work great. It's not doing too much, but doing enough. If that it all makes sense to you. I love those two together. But again, like I said, I almost was tempted not to bring that one because I don't know if you can find it in the store. But if you can get Gingham Heart of Gold, then go get it. All right, we talked about fall. Today is the first day of fall. I'm excited. I hope you're excited because we are about to dive into my fall fragrances. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Subscribe, turn on the notifications, and that way you will not miss any video that I bring to you. If you have, this is your first time seeing me and you like what you saw, then please subscribe, share it. Get it out so where more people can hear about someone like me on YouTube. I love to layer fragrances, so I'm your person if you're into layering fragrances. I'm gonna bid you a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, wonderful, wonderful day. And on that note, I'm gonna bid you a goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.